Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vipul and today we have with us the all-new Skoda Kodiaq. Now the Skoda Kodiaq was updated last year, but it has only come to India now. And it's going to be coming in parts and components, so it is assembled here in India. Now, there have been a lot of changes on this car. Now, exterior, not many. There are some significant changes which we will cover in this video. A lot of changes in the interior, and there are some changes in the power specs of the car as well. So stay tuned till the end of the video to get all the details on the new Skoda Kodiaq. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Motoroids channel and press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. Now, let's get started with the design of the new Kodiaq. Firstly, if you look at the grille, you will see that this grille has been redesigned and it is not a chrome. You have this matte dark chrome finish right here. It's not shiny at all. It has a matte finish, and all these slats also have the matte finish with these black surrounds. One very important change is this DRL lights, which runs across the grille and connects the two headlamps. You get a full LED unit for the headlamps with the crystal DRLs, and you have a split headlamp structure right here. You'll notice no fog lamps, and the bumper has been redesigned completely. Now you also get this sensor for the ADAS. Now ADAS has not come to the car yet. I'll talk more about that a little later. But yes, it is capable of ADAS. You have the 360-degree camera and you have front parking sensors as well. And the bumper lower down has also been redesigned. It's giving it a more sporty and butch SUV-ish look. I also like this character lines on the bonnet, which make the car look more macho. Now coming to the side, the car is now a little longer and we'll go over the specs a little later. But what you need to see here is this 18-inch wheel. You get all four 18-inch wheels, and this right here are the aero wheels, which is a cap on top of another alloy wheel. Now this can be removed if you don't like the design, and these do provide some aerodynamic capabilities to the car. It decreases the coefficient of drag and it helps in better fuel efficiency. So these wheels do help. Some might not like the design. I personally don't, but they do help in fuel efficiency. So if you want to save up some fuel and money, these wheels are going to help you. You have the Lauren and Clement badging right here because this is the top of the line LNK variant. Skoda will also be selling the Sport line here in India, but this is the top of the line variant. Right here, you have this crease line running across the car, and besides that, there are not a lot of cuts and creases. You do get side body cladding to protect the car from bumps when you open the door, and since this is a Skoda, simply clever feature is whenever you open the door, this will pop out to protect the doors from crashing into other cars or other objects. Also, if you look at the C-pillar, it's now much more sharper and angular and swoops down, and this part of the C-pillar will be covered in this dark chrome finish for the LNK variant. For the Sport line, you get a black finish right here. Now let's move to the rear of the car. So I'll just turn the car around and show you the rear. Now coming to the rear, this is where the major overhaul has happened with the Kodiaq, and you will see a new C-shaped tail lamp right here, and it's completely LED. You have this light bar here, and you have the new Skoda lettering. So this is the new brand image, brand language, whatever you want to call it, and we've seen it in the interiors also. You have the Kodiaq branding here, and of course, since this is a 4x4, you get the 4x4 branding here as well. The bumper also has been redesigned. You have the rear parking sensors, the reversing camera is right here, and because this is a Kodiaq, you can open the tailgate by doing this. And right here, you will be welcomed with 281 liters of boot space. When all the three rows are up, you can put these seats down by pushing these knobs here, and these seats will go down, opening up 786 liters of space. You can put the middle row down as well using these knobs right here, and once you put them down, you have close to 2000 liters of boot space. Now Skoda has curated a night drive for us, so I'm going to talk about the interiors and what the car is to drive like when we start driving. So let's get driving now, and I'll tell you more about the new Kodiaq. So we've been driving the new Skoda Kodiaq, and this is a new experience. We're driving in the night, so all these lights and everything are still on. And I've been driving for about an hour and a half, so about 90 minutes. And since it's night, there's no traffic, so we've been able to cover quite some distance. And overall, I can tell you what the car feels like to drive and how it's going to perform in your day-to-day usage in case you decide to get one. Now, firstly, the changes. Now, this Kodiaq is powered by the same 2-liter TSI engine that you got on the previous generation, but it has been tuned to produce more power. It produces 201 bhp now as compared to the 190 it used to do before. So you have about 11 bhp increase in power, and it produces the same amount of torque, which is 320 Newton meters. Now, while the power has gone up, the weight has also gone up marginally by about 25 kgs. And however, Skoda somehow has managed to reduce the coefficient of drag to 0.8 CD as compared to 0.72 CD on the older car. Now, with the new aerodynamics, you also saw the aero wheels before. Those help in the aerodynamics, and that has translated into a better fuel efficiency. Now, Skoda claims that you can get about 14.9 kmpl, and for a 2-liter engine car of this size, that is a very respectable number. However, in real world driving, you're obviously not going to get that kind of numbers. You will get somewhere around 11 to 12 kmpl very easily, and that's in mixed driving conditions. Because this is an 4x4, you have power delivered to all 4 wheels, so you should not be expecting the car to be very fuel efficient. But even if it's delivering about 11 to 12 kmpl, that is very good for this size of a car. Now, overall, the tuning of this engine is not very aggressive. When you push, it does pull, but it's not very aggressive in delivering the power. So when you want to make that overtake, you will have ample amount of power. But in normal driving, if you drive it with a lighter foot, it's not going to be very aggressive, and that's why probably it is better at the fuel efficiency numbers as well. Now, the 7-speed DSG on this, it performs really well. It is very quick to respond, so when you push the accelerator, the gearbox responds instantaneously and slots itself into the right gear. Now, you want to take control, you also have paddle shifters at the steering wheels, and you can use them to get complete manual control of the gearbox. Now, one thing you would notice, there is no Tiptronic function here because there is no drive selector here. The drive selector has been moved here, and you have the drive, the neutral, the reverse, and the sport mode all on this knob right here. Here you have the parking button, so you just press this and the car will go into parking mode. And take a look at the steering wheel. It's a new design, or the design is somewhat the same, but this has been changed. You have the new Skoda brand language here. The new Skoda lettering has been implemented on this steering wheel. Nice premium leather wrap steering wheel with all controls right here. These are standard Skoda controls. You have music controls right here on this side. Here you have the controls for the ADAS and the menu on this 10.25 inch driver information display. The display also is new. You have digital display, fully digital. You have the tacho on the left, the speedo on the right, and you at the background you also have the map view, and all this can be changed as per your preference. Also, the new addition is this 12.5 inch infotainment display, and it's pretty intuitive, and the touch sensitivity also very nice. Now you see this lighting right here. This is ambient lighting. It can be changed to infinite possibilities. There are a lot of changes that you can do, and you can do it right here in this setting right here. You have mood lighting. You can go to individual and select whatever color you want, and the possibilities are endless here. So this is new. Besides that, a very nice function that you have now is this. Your seats now get massage function on for the driver and the passenger, and you have so many options to choose from. And let me tell you that as compared to some cars which would just give you a feeling of a massage, like it will just poke your back, this massage is actually very effective. I like how the pressure is delivered to the back, and if you are on a long journey and you feel tired, this massage is going to really relax you. Overall, if you look at the dashboard also, the dashboard is completely changed, a different layout altogether. You have a glove box right here, so you have two buttons here. This one opens the lower glove box, this one opens the upper one, and you have some space to store your documents. Skoda has stored the owner's manual here. The AC vents are also integrated very nicely here, and I like this manual controls. So if you want to close or shut a vent, you can do that as well. And this has been changed completely. The central console has been changed, and I really like this because it has much more utility now. Firstly, let's talk about the practicality and the number of spaces that you get here. Now you have this rubber padding here, you have two cup holders right here, so this will hold two cups, this will hold two cups, or you can have a very large bottle over here. It's all up to you, so you have a lot of flexibility. Besides that, you can store two phones here, and both these pads have wireless charging in them. So if you can slot your phone here, and you can slot your phone here. And the best part is that it can hold a very big phone. So this is the S25 Ultra, and it still holds it very nicely. You also have a space here, and I use it for my sunglasses, so you can keep your sunglasses here, and you don't want the space exposed, just shut it, and the whole thing can be shut like this. It looks really clean, and still you can store stuff here, so you can keep your phone, your wallet, and all your knickknacks over here can be stored. You get two Type-C charging ports right here. And for those who are wondering what this is also a very clever thing that Skoda has added, and it has this nice slot to hold it in. You can place this device right here, and what this does is your screen catches a lot of fingerprints when you keep touching it. So this is a cleaner for your infotainment screen. You just do this, and this will be as good as new. That is simply clever. And who thinks of all such things? I mean, it has been placed also so nicely, and it's like Skoda thought of everything while making this car. Now let's come to these dials here. You see these three big dials. The center one is a fully customizable dial. As of now, you will see that it is controlling the airflow like so. And if I press it, if you see these dots, that means there are 4 more functions than it can perform. So if I press it once, it goes to air direction, so I can switch between the air directions, and it will change here. Now if you don't want that, you press it again, and it will go to the volume control. So the infotainment volume can be controlled with this button. And this is for the driving mode, so you can select the drive modes, and you'll see the drive mode will change as soon as I switch them with this knob right here. Now you see 4 lit up functions here, so it's more or less like your favorites in your smartphone apps. So these 4 will as long as they are lit up and green like this, those are the 4 functions that will work with this dial. Now say you don't want the driving modes, instead you want a map here, so you can do that, and then it will change the function here. So instead of the driving modes, I have the maps over here. So this can be configured as per your convenience and your liking. So that is very interesting. Besides that, now you have these two dials. Now this primarily is for the AC temperature. As you can see, it's setting the temperature to whatever I want. You get dual zone AC right here. So this one is set to 24, this one is set to 18. But if I want to sync them, I just press and hold, and now both the temperatures are synced. Now this is not the only function that this performs. Like this one too has multifunction. So you just press this once and it goes into seat heating. So if you want the seat heating to be turned on, you can do that. And if it's too hot, if you live in a city like Mumbai and it's very hot, you can change it to seat ventilation and turn that on. So very nicely designed, very practical. It will take some getting used to, you know, it's not very intuitive, and just like that you won't get a hang of it. But once you are used to it, once you start using it, you will get used to it. And I'm very happy that you don't have to fidget with a touchscreen to manage your AC temperature, and you have knobby controls for everything. And overall, if you see, everything falls into place, and I'm very comfortable, seated very comfortably. Everything falls to place. I like this armrest as well. It moves front and back, and you can get a very good position as per your liking. And if you want more space, there's more space here. So in terms of practicality, this car is loaded with practicality features. Now on the side of the door panel, you see this big hole. We have 3 bottles here, but this can actually store a 1.5 liter bottle. So in terms of storage space, you can carry a lot of stuff in this car, and it's a very practical car. Now take a look at this texture as well, something that I want to point out. This is a textured finish. It's plastic, but it looks really nice. It has this ash grayish color. Right here you have the tan finish, just like the seats, and you have this cross stitching which looks really nice. You get some glossy black finish here, silver finish here, and this part again, like the seat, is completely soft touch, and you get the tan color. The same IP has been used here as well, and you get that ash black finish on this panel of the door. The headliner is white in color. You have these lights over here, and they are touch sensitive, and that's how they operate. Just a light touch and you can put them off, or you can put them on like this. You get a massive panoramic sunroof, and it goes all the way to the rear of the car. So the cabin experience has been really uplifted in the new Kodiaq, and it can be compared to a lot of luxury cars that we have in the Indian market. And in terms of practicality, like I said, I'm pretty impressed. Now in terms of handling, this is a long SUV. It's almost 4.7 meters long, and handling such a car should be difficult now. But with the Kodiaq, it doesn't feel like it, because it handles much like a car. And the steering, it is quite light when you're in the city at lower speeds, and it also weighs up very nicely when you push the car and you're driving at higher speeds. The suspension is slightly on the stiffer side, but when you load up the car, you have all, say, 5 or 6 passengers sitting in the car, it will feel very nice to drive. It takes in the bumps gracefully, and you overall have a very comfortable ride all the way along. On the highways, I like how the car performs at triple-digit speeds. It feels very stable, and it has ample performance to make that overtake as well. So if you want to make a quick overtake, you can do that. And because it is a 4-wheel drive, you can push it in the corners and it will come out of a corner very quickly. So you can have a lot of fun with this car as well. The ground clearance has gone down, so with the new norms kicking in, companies have to declare the laden ground clearance. The laden ground clearance is 155 millimeters, and of course it can do some kind of off-roading because it is a 4x4 vehicle. But still, if you take it into very harsh surfaces, rocky surfaces, it's going to scrape the bottom of the car. And in my opinion, I would not use it for off-roading. I'd rather use it for a little bit of soft roading and just going on bad roads. But the 4x4 does help when you want to have fun in the corners. Now, in one very important upgrade that Skoda has done is they have improved the acoustics for the front passengers. The windows here, they can cancel a lot of outside noise, and you will not hear any tire noise, especially when at higher speeds. Even the engine sound is very minimal. Even if I go hard on the throttle now, that's all that creeps into the cabin. It does not go all roaring like a big cat, but it just purrs very softly. So overall, you will feel that the cabin experience is much more premium because of the controlled NVH levels. Well, that's how fast the Kodiaq can go from 0 to 100. Now, it is not a performance SUV, but like I said, you can still have some fun with it. So like we are at 70 kmph now, and let's say I want to make an overtake. I just put down the accelerator and it just picks up speed, and it does that very, very quickly. And even at the corners, look how stable it is. I mean, I'm taking this turn so easily, effortlessly, and the car is rock solid, stable. So overall, this is going to be a fun car to drive, but also for the entire family, it's going to be a very comfortable driving experience. Now, not only is it going to be a very comfortable car for your family, it's going to be a very safe car as well. The car comes equipped with 9 airbags in total, and the knee airbags have now been changed. They have removed the knee airbags and they have put a central airbag to increase the safety of the passengers as well. And besides that, you also do have a suite of safety features, and the car is also capable. It's ready for ADAS, but the ADAS system that this car has is currently set up to the European standards. So the cars that you will get right now, as of now in India, they're going to come to you with the ADAS turned off, and in a few months it will be tuned for the Indian standards. And I think you can just go to the service station and get the ADAS updated once it rolls out for everyone. Now, in terms of driving mode, there are 5 different modes that you can choose from. This one right here with the leaf is an eco mode, and then you have the normal mode, then you have the sport mode, and then you have the off-road mode. You also get the snow mode, and this is an individual mode where you can set up whatever you feel like. You get 3 driving modes and 2 traction modes. So in the driving mode, the eco, the performance is a little subdued. The throttle response is not very aggressive. The normal mode is, like it says, normal. You get a normal throttle response. The car is not very aggressive. But in the sport mode is where you will have a lot of fun. The response is very good, very quick. The gear shifts also happen very quickly. So the enthusiast driver in you will really enjoy the sport mode. Now, in the off-road mode, what happens is the traction and the throttle response is controlled in whenever you're driving on loose surfaces. It will tune the traction and the throttle response according to the surface that you are driving on. So that's about the driving mode. So you have a lot of flexibility there. So overall, the driving, the comfort, and the ride quality, it is a very well put together car. And to be honest, I don't have a lot of complaints with this car. I only feel that the steering is a little too light for my liking, especially in the city. But for new drivers, people who have just been driving, for them it's going to be very easy to drive this car. Even though the car is long, it's going to be very easy to park it. It also gets the park assist feature. So in day-to-day usage, it's a practical car. It's easy to use and easy to live with as well. Now the Skoda Kodiaq comes to India in 2 variants. This is the top of the line Lauren and Clement variant. There is also the Sport line which looks a bit sporty, and it does miss out on some of the features that the LNK gets. Now the car is available in 7 different colors. Some of them are exclusive to the LNK and some of them are exclusive to the Sport line, and the colors will be on your screen now. Also, here's a list of all the features that both the cars get. Now, the competitors, the Skoda Kodiaq goes toe-to-toe with the Volkswagen Tiguan, and Volkswagen has recently launched the Tiguan R line as well. So we'll actually have to put both of the cars to the test to see which one is better. But if you are in the market for a premium luxury SUV, you have other options as well. Now, the pricing of the new Kodiaq is not out yet, but since it comes to us in the parts and components form and it is assembled right here in India, the cost could be a little lower. We can expect Skoda to price the car very competitively. And the million-dollar question, should you buy the new Kodiaq? Well, if you're looking for a premium luxury SUV and you are not very high on your budget, your budget is under 50 lakhs, then this car does make a lot of sense because it's practical. It has a very good ride quality. It is comfortable. It has a host of features and it will keep your family very comfortable. Also, it can carry a lot of luggage. It has better boot space now, better performance on the engine and better fuel efficiency as well. So overall, it is an upgrade from the last year's car. And when it comes to luxury SUVs, this is quite a no-brainer and you can definitely check it out because it also does come with a very good warranty package. You get 5 years of standard warranty up to 1,25,000 kilometers, and you can extend it up to 8 years increments of 1 year. So you can do 5+1, 5+2, 5+3, and you can get it up to 8 years. You also get 1 year of stress-free ownership with the Skoda maintenance package, and that is going to come to you for free for 1 year, and you can get it up to 4 years more if you want to extend that. And you also get 10 years of roadside assistance, 3 years of warranty on the paint, and 6 years of corrosion warranty. So if your car starts to corrode due to humid climate, you can get that covered under warranty and Skoda will take care of the rest. So overall, yes, it is a very well put together SUV, and if you are in the market for a new SUV, a premium SUV, definitely go to the Skoda showroom and test drive this car. I hope I was able to answer all your questions about the new Skoda Kodiaq, and if you have any more, put them down in the comments below. Subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already. Press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I will see you in the next one. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.